The Bermuda Triangle, Mystery of the Lost Ships and Planes, Part 1. Into the Triangle. Good evening, dear listener. As you ease into the comfort of your bed, let the day slip quietly behind you. Let your thoughts slow. Let your breath soften, and let your imagination drift eastward, out over calm, open waters. Between Florida, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, a vast stretch of ocean known by a name whispered in stories for decades, the Bermuda Triangle, a place where ships vanish, where planes disappear, where time seems to ripple and rules don't always apply. But tonight we're not here to fear it. We're here to feel it, to float through the quiet currents of its mystery. Imagine you're sailing across the turquoise sea. The sky is clear, the wind is gentle, and then the compass starts to spin. Your instruments falter. A fog rolls in, thick, glowing, silent, and just like that, you've entered the triangle. This place has many names. The Devil's Triangle, the graveyard of the Atlantic. But names are just echoes. What matters is the feeling. That strange, soft feeling that this patch of ocean isn't like the rest. Over the decades, hundreds of stories have surfaced. Ships found drifting without crew. Planes that vanished mid-flight, never found. Pilots reporting odd clouds, bright lights, and time that doesn't add up. Theories stretch from the practical to the paranormal. Magnetic fields, underwater pyramids, alien portals, time slips. No one agrees. And maybe that's what keeps it alive. So as you lie here now, let yourself drift into the triangle, not in a ship, not in a plane, but in thought. Let the water hold you. Let the clouds pass over. Let the mystery surround you like mist. There's nothing to solve tonight, only something to feel. A presence, not threatening, just waiting. And beneath it all, a silence too wide to measure. Part 2. Flight 19. Welcome back. You're floating gently now, carried by soft waves of thought and wonder, and just ahead in the fog, a shape forms, not a ship this time, but 5 planes. Flight 19. This is where the mystery deepened and never quite returned. It was December 5th, 1945. 5 U.S. Navy bombers took off from Fort Lauderdale on a routine training mission. Experienced pilots, clear skies, a simple path over the ocean. And yet, they never came back. As the flight progressed, the pilots began to report strange issues. Their compasses stopped working. The horizon shifted. Landmarks vanished. One voice was recorded, calm but uncertain. "We don't know where we are." Then static. Then silence. The Navy searched for days. No wreckage. No signals. Nothing. Even the rescue plane sent to find them disappeared. 6 aircraft. 27 men. Gone. Just like that. To this day, no trace has been found. No black boxes. No debris. No answers. Some say they were lost to the ocean. Others say to something else. A pocket in time. A shift in space. A door that opened and quietly closed again. Whatever happened to Flight 19, it left a feeling behind. A quiet shiver in history. A question no one could quite reach. So as you lie here now, imagine those planes drifting through a sky turned soft and strange. No panic, no crash, just a gentle fade into the unknown. And maybe they're still flying in a place the maps don't show. Part 3. The Sea That Swallows. Welcome back. You're drifting deeper now, beneath the clouds, beneath the questions, and below you is the ocean. Vast, endless, still on the surface, but hiding something beneath. The Bermuda Triangle isn't just about missing planes. It's about ships, hundreds of them, vessels that vanished without distress calls. No SOS, no wreckage, just gone. Like the USS Cyclops, a massive Navy cargo ship, over 300 feet long, carrying more than 300 people. In March of 1918, it sailed into the Triangle and never came out. No trace was ever found, no explanation given. One of the largest non-combat losses in US Navy history, and it's not alone. Other ships, civilian and military, have disappeared along the same path, same pattern, same silence. Sometimes a ship is found, but empty, no crew, meals untouched. Lifeboats still there, as if everyone simply stepped off or through. The sea gives no answers, only absence. Some say magnetic anomalies pull the ships off course. Others say methane gas from the seafloor can sink them fast, without warning. But the strangest part, it doesn't happen everywhere, only here, in this triangle drawn not by nature, but by story. A place where water behaves like memory, quiet, deep, and full of things we'll never quite find again. So as you rest now, feel the ocean beneath you. Not cold, not cruel, just quiet, listening, waiting, and holding secrets too deep for sonar. Part 4. The Compass Spins. Welcome back. You're floating now between sky and sea. No turbulence, no sound, just stillness and a gentle hum of mystery. Tonight we turn toward the strange force that so many describe, the magnetism that doesn't play by the rules. Because one of the oldest parts of the Bermuda Triangle story is the compass. It spins. Pilots and sailors have long reported navigation systems failing, compasses that suddenly point in all directions, locations that seem to shift beneath their feet. It's been called a magnetic vortex, a place where the Earth's natural magnetism behaves differently. Some say there are rare spots on the planet where true north and magnetic north line up. But in the triangle, the shift is more extreme, sudden, unpredictable. Others claim something deeper is at work, a field, not from Earth, but left behind. By what? That's where the theories bloom. An ancient civilization, Atlantis, its energy source buried beneath the sea, alien technology, humming beneath the waves, a tear in the fabric of our reality, where magnetism bends along with time. Whatever the cause, the result is the same. Instruments don't work. Pilots lose direction. Ships drift into places that don't exist on maps. And then they disappear. But it's not violent, it's quiet, like a whisper through electricity. Like the Earth itself, momentarily forgetting its own instructions. So as you lie here, imagine holding a compass in your hand. The needle spins slowly at first, then faster, until it breaks free from direction. And you realize you're not lost. You've just entered a place where direction doesn't matter, only presence. And presence is exactly where you are. Part 5. The Cloud That Doesn't Move. Welcome back. Your breath is soft now. You're not thinking in lines anymore. Only shapes, drifting, turning, sliding through the air like a slow-moving storm. Because now we enter the clouds. Not just any clouds, the ones that stay still, too still. Pilots have reported them for years in the Bermuda Triangle, massive formations that hang in the sky like curtains of fog, unmoving, unnatural, alive in some strange, quiet way. One pilot described flying through one only to find his instruments fading, his sense of time slowing. He said it was like flying inside a tunnel of electricity. No turbulence, no sound, just pressure, humming, and light. And when he emerged, everything was different. His position, his time, even the sky. He'd jumped forward, not in space, in minutes. Gone, then returned. These cloud tunnels, some say, are not weather. They are windows, openings in the atmosphere that don't follow natural laws. Pockets where gravity and time bend, where distance shortens, where reality folds like paper. Could they be caused by electromagnetic fields, hidden tech, or something older, waiting in the sky? We don't know, and maybe we don't need to, because the clouds don't chase anyone. They don't speak. They simply appear, and those who enter them never quite come back the same. So now close your eyes and imagine a still cloud in the distance, not dark, not threatening, just waiting, a doorway maybe, to somewhere else. And here, wrapped in calm, you understand. Some doors don't close with a sound, they close with silence. Part 6. The radio goes quiet. Welcome back. You're deep now. Not underwater, not in air, but somewhere softer between signal and silence. Let's talk about the voices, or rather, the moments when they stop. Many who've entered the Bermuda Triangle report the same eerie moment. The radio goes quiet. Not static, not noise, just nothing. A calm that feels too sudden, too complete, as if the signal was never there to begin with. Imagine calling out over a radio and only hearing your own breath. No response, no echo, no world. It's one of the most reported phenomena in the Triangle. Aircraft losing contact mid-flight, ships going silent, never sending distress, and those who return describe it the same way. They were speaking, but no one could hear. Or worse, they could hear someone else. Muffled voices, words in a language they couldn't place. Not loud, just beneath the frequency. Some think it's interference, magnetism again, unusual atmospheric conditions. But others, they say it's something else entirely. A place where our world's sound doesn't carry, or where something filters it, like a curtain or a veil. And on the other side, we don't know. Only that the silence is never empty. It's filled with waiting, with weight. So tonight, lie still. Imagine your surroundings dim, your room distant, your voice a soft whisper, never quite leaving your lips. Not lost, just paused, until something or someone chooses to listen again. Part 7. The Ones Who Returned. Welcome back. The air is still now. Everything around you is quiet, but not empty. Because not everyone who vanished in the Bermuda Triangle was lost forever. Some came back. But when they did, they were never quite the same. There are stories, quiet ones, of pilots who reappeared far from their course, of sailors who showed up hours, sometimes days later, with no memory of where they'd been. No damage, no injuries, just blank time. Like they had stepped out of the world for a moment and then were gently placed back in. One pilot, years later, described it like this: "The sky folded around me. There was no sound, no weight, no time. Then it was over." Another claimed he flew through a tunnel of clouds and landed miles from his destination, arriving before he should have. As if time had bent. Were they disoriented, mistaken, or did they slip through something we don't yet understand? Some refused to speak of it ever again. Others wrote it all down, then vanished from the public. The experience left marks. Not scars, but distance. They moved slower. They watched the sky differently, as if waiting for it to change again. So tonight, let's imagine what they saw. Not terror, not chaos, just difference. A space with no sound, a soft crack in the air. A moment that was not like the others, and when they returned, the world kept moving. But they knew something had shifted, and maybe they carried a small piece of the triangle with them, wherever they went. Part 8. The Myths Beneath the Water. Welcome back. You're almost weightless now, your body soft, your thoughts quiet, and below you, the ocean waits. But not just any ocean. This is the part of the Bermuda Triangle that goes deeper than water, deeper than history. Because beneath the sea, there are stories, not just about wreckage, but about civilizations. Atlantis. The name rises through the currents like a forgotten song. Some believe the triangle hides the remains of an ancient world, a city powered by strange energy, lost, not to time, but to silence. They say structures lie buried beneath the waves, pyramids, crystals, machines that once held power over gravity and space, and when disturbed, that power still pulses. Is that what causes the compass to spin, the clouds to form, the ships to vanish? Not accidents, not malfunctions, but echoes of something old, something still alive in the deep. Diver reports speak of odd shapes on the seafloor, of lights where there should be none, of machines that hum without source. Some say they were warned away, not by words, but by pressure, by sound too low to hear, yet heavy in the chest, and they left, not because of fear, but because the ocean seemed to say, not yet. So tonight, imagine drifting down, through blue, through black, and below a city not ruined, but sleeping, its lights dim, its machines slow, waiting for something to awaken them again. Maybe you, maybe never, but the mystery rests there, just beyond reach, and endlessly patient. Part 9. Signals from Nowhere. Welcome back. You're nearly weightless now, suspended in quiet, and all around you are signals. Faint transmissions, not always loud, not always clear, but unmistakably there. Because in the Bermuda Triangle, it isn't just things that disappear. Sometimes something speaks. Over the years, radio operators, coast guards, and passing pilots have picked up strange broadcasts, half-finished words, foreign languages no one can place, beacons with no origin, Morse code that loops forever, with no one on the other end. Sometimes the signal is distorted, metallic. Other times it sounds human, tired, as if reaching out from very far away. But when the source is traced, there's nothing there. No boats, no planes, no towers, just open water. Some think it's old radio waves, bouncing strangely due to atmospheric conditions. But others wonder, are these signals from the past? Is it possible that voices lost decades ago are still traveling, caught in a spiral of bent time and broken direction? Maybe it's Flight 19, still calling, or a ship that never stopped sending a message we're only just starting to hear. Or maybe they're not trying to get out, they're trying to bring someone in. A soft invitation, a lonely voice, a thread hanging loose from the edge of reality. So as you rest now, close your eyes and imagine a sound, not loud, just persistent, like a distant voice calling across water. You can't make out the words, but you know what they mean. Come see. Part 10. The Place That Remembers. Welcome back. One last time tonight. You've floated through fog, through stories, through the strange stillness of a sea that doesn't always follow the rules. And now we arrive, not at an answer, but at a feeling. Because the Bermuda Triangle, whether myth, mistake, or mystery, has never really been solved, and maybe it doesn't want to be. Some places aren't meant to be understood. They're meant to be felt, like dreams you wake from with a quiet ache, like places you've never been but somehow miss. The Triangle is one of those places. It pulls at people, not with fear, but with wonder. It reminds us that even now, with satellites and sensors, the world still has corners we don't quite see, places that remember more than we do, that hold echoes longer than we expect, that keep stories inside them, gently, quietly, completely. And maybe that's why it matters, not because of what was lost, but because of what was never explained. That's what keeps the door open. So tonight, as your body falls into sleep, imagine that patch of sea again, not dark, not dangerous, just wide, just watching, just waiting, not for ships, not for planes, but for someone like you, someone willing to wander, to listen, to drift quietly across the surface of the unknown. And know this, not all mysteries want to be solved. Some just want to be remembered, and you've done that now. Good night, dear listener. The Triangle will keep its secrets a little longer, but tonight, it shared just enough.